Hey guys, welcome. This is Monster69 in my lair with my second AOC video. In this video, guys, I really just wanted to explain why I believe in the Ashes of Creation project, and I hope and fingers crossed that it will actually be a evolution in the MMO genre. Let's have a look. So this is going to be a short video, guys. It's just why I believe AOC hopefully will deliver and change the MMO genre. I think before we do that, I want to share with you my humble opinion as to what is actually sort of stagnant, or I don't like to use the word wrong with today's MMO, because at the end of the day, the model of MMO that we've been playing today, we've been playing for decades, and it's been the solid workhorse that has gotten us through the last 10-20 years of playing MMO. So I'm not saying it in a negative way, but things need to evolve, things need to change. We are human beings after all. So if a developer out there can change the normal formula in MMOs, then that's what gets me really excited, and I believe Intrepid Studios could be the studio to do that. Now, the main problem with MMOs today, guys, is to me that they are static worlds where your actions are totally meaningless and nothing ever changes. And when you really think of it that way, I get a bit sad and I stop playing MMOs because of it. Because after a while, I kind of see through the matrix, and I'm like, well, what's the point of all this? Like, nothing's gonna. Well, if I do the main quest and kill the huge demon, the world doesn't change. I don't see the people in the streets like partying. I don't get raised up on their shoulders and flowers thrown on me. If I do all these quests, the same quest givers are still standing on that street corner forever. The guy doesn't move. The city and the town are there forever. Nothing ever changes. The political dynamics of the world never changes. Okay, oh, there's a PvP battle happening in this MMO. Let me partake in that, and then you enter that, and then after a while I realize I'm just surrounded by a bunch of people that are here just to grind out some gear as well, and literally all we're doing is moving a front line back and forth forever, and there is no outcome. And then I realized the world doesn't care. The world of typical MMOs doesn't really care what you do. You can fight your wars all you like. You can fight evil all you like, or you can fight good, or do whatever you like, but the world doesn't care. Sure, you're gonna get some nice gear, you get a nice hat and an amulet of Achbash Babash that gives you +1 to strength. You're gonna get all that, that's fine. But the world doesn't care about you. We're all just nobodies. And ironically, in a lot of MMOs, we're all the chosen one, which is hilarious. So everyone's the fucking chosen one running around, which is great. So yeah, guys, that's the problem with MMOs. It's all just static, and to me, when I see through the matrix of these MMOs these days, I quickly lose motivation. So what's AOC doing differently, you say? It's the node system, guys. Go look it up on their webpage. All the people that are interested in AOC, this is no news to you guys, but the node system is the system that will allow, first of all, every player to have a massive impact on the world. Second of all, it will allow for that world to change dynamically. Where there was nothing, a massive city can arise because of the hard work of a group of people. That city will then be run by those same players. That means there is a mayor who gets a flying mount as a reward, so we can all look at him in awe as he flies around us and poops on our shoulders. It's great. then that city that you worked so hard to create, and you're now the blacksmith of it, and you're well respected, and everybody knows your name. All of a sudden, an army of elves shows up over the horizon and comes and burns your city down, and now you're butt naked and you're a refugee as well. So now you have to decide: do I try and create a new settlement with the same group or a new group of people, or you know what, this is all too tough, let's go to that city down south and I'll just start a new life there, exactly like what a you know, I don't mean to say in a light-hearted way, but like a refugee would. So that's the type of systems that Ashes of Creation is introducing, the node system. I didn't want to get into it, guys. It's all on their webpage. They've got videos for it. But I just wanted to give a philosophical video as to why I believe in AOC. And now I've heard some sort of questions on the forums and stuff that might allude to some negative aspects of it. So here was one. It's like, if someone logs in on day 1 and someone logs in on day 1,000, like 2 years later, will the guy that logs on later have a lesser experience than the guy that logs on earlier? My answer to that, is it doesn't matter. What Ashes of Creation gives you is constant change, just like our real world, right? Nothing stays the same forever. Things flux. Things change. So it's not about having a greater or lesser experience, it's about having a different experience. And the fact that you can have different experiences in a game is a real testament to what Intrepid Studios will achieve if they deliver on everything. So yes, you will have different experiences. You will have servers with different experiences. You will have the same server having different experiences along the time axis, right? So every kind of, not second, but you know, as weeks go by, your experience will change. Cities, empires will rise, empires will fall, trade routes will be established, trade routes will be moved, trade routes will be cancelled, trade routes will become too dangerous, then they'll become safe, depending on raiders in the mountains and your environment reacting to you. And you know, the it's not just players impacting each other as a city becomes a metropolis and so on, the PvE environment reacts to you as well. So you might wake up a dragon, trolls might attack you, so all sorts of different things sort of contribute to this change, this constant change. And for me, I am so excited about that constant change. I don't care if I log in on day 1 and I'm part of the original settler, if you like, and then we make a village and we make a town, and then I go up in the ranks, and you know, I know everyone in the zoo and I'm a very important guy. That's fine, that's one experience. If I log on a year later and I walk into a metropolis that has been built by other people, then you know what, I would feel just as excited as I would if I was a tourist going into New York. I don't know, I would marvel at its beauty. I would marvel at you know, the mystery around the corner, what's going to happen, what are the quests here, what can I do here. I can still buy a place, I can still join that community. There's nothing stopping you, but it's a different type of experience. But I love it just as much as logging in on day 1. So yeah, guys, the node system, go check it out on their webpage. All the details are there, and that's why I believe really that AOC is going to deliver a genre-changing mechanic. You know, now my concerns are that they're not major concerns. I would put them under the minor category. So one of them is the cosmetics, guys. I'm okay with the high fantasy art style, but I just don't want it to get out of control through the cosmetics, right? So I don't want to see freaking teddy bears and pink unicorns and, you know, pigs with wings and, you know, just all sorts of weird Alice in Wonderland kind of skins. For me personally, it's just my own humble opinion. I don't like that type of craziness. I'd rather a world where it's more thought out, the lore, the cultures are more, boots on the ground. And when you do see something fantastical, either that player's worked really hard for it, or he's defeated a crucial boss, or he's the mayor, so he's flying around. So I want to be able to gain information visually. Now, when everyone's got skins and all the weapons have been skinned and everything's been skinned, to me that means everything's just transient and meaningless. And I just hope that's not the direction AOC go. Another concern I have sort of is they're very brave in the combat model. They want to go tab and action at the same time. We've seen what they've been doing with the Battle Royale, trying to get information on the action side of things, which is great. Really intrigued to see when the tab stuff will come out and we can start seeing how these two systems can converge. So the combat, slight concern, but that's just because it's an unknown and these guys are legends. They're like, we're going to do something new. So that, cosmetics, and yeah, that's about it, guys. They're really just my two concerns at the moment. Also the classes, sorry. Again, in regards to that whole transient thing, I think I could be wrong. Put comments below if I am wrong. You can change your second class. So you've got a primary class and a secondary class, total combination of 64 classes, which is brilliant. But then I don't want people changing their classes all the time. Again, that just adds to this transient kind of feeling of the world where what you see and what you get doesn't matter because tomorrow we're just going to change everything. So we'll have to see how that pans out. Anyway, guys, this is Monster69, and that's why I believe in AOC. Bye for now.